Hello YouTube, this is Ancient Dial. I'm here today with another review. This time, instead of an album review, it's for a TV show. And the forerunning TV show to inspire this spin-off of the review series is none other than Grey's Anatomy on ABC. I'm not one to watch very much TV, but when I do, I'm very selective of what I watch, and there are possibly too many shows for me to even consider watching, so that's why I most often stick to shows that I had watched growing up. There are plenty of great TV shows that are on air these days, but due to time constraints, I am unable to watch them. However, some of the TV shows in this modern age are complete piles of shit, just like Grey's Anatomy. For starters, the main character, Meredith Grey, is quite possibly the most boring protagonist I've ever seen or read about. Unfortunately, the scriptwriter of the show, Shonda Rhimes, forgot to give this character the most essential thing: charisma. All you get out of this woman is nonsensical monologues in a monotone drawl or crying and moping about stupid shit that should have actual patients refrain from going to hospitals. She has as much soul as a can of spam. And some of you may find that humans taste like spam, and that way the show would end. But that decision is at the hands of ABC. She's also a stupid whore who slept with the redhead's husband, Patrick Dempsey's character. She shouldn't even work at the same hospital as her for inciting this kind of drama. The more experienced surgeon could lose her shit and end up killing some unsuspecting patient in an OR room. The whole series is supported by the next episode previews. You'll see one and then watch the actual episode to find that it's less than half as entertaining as it's being advertised to me. If you are going to watch Grey's Anatomy, expect to see the same formula in every episode. Here is an example of how an episode is mapped out. The show starts with Meredith Grey staring into a void like she takes a regular swig of morphine daily. Then a monologue by the actress about an ingrown hair in her clit plays over for the next 3 minutes, as the scenes transition into the post-med school students starting their day at a hospital that in the real world would never hire a group of people so mentally unstable. They are ordered around all day by an elfish munchkin lady who has the haircut of a kindergartner and are soon introduced to their assigned patients, many of which are natural disasters, like morbidly obese bitches, incestuous mothers in labor, people with missing body parts and other bullshit for comic relief, but by the way it's written, nothing funny comes about it. Then, if you make it past that, you get to the midpoint of the show, where they are all necking around each other and wondering which one of the other interns or doctors they are going to fuck after their 78-hour shift is ended. All the while, there's a bunch of pizzicato strings going on in the background. It's rare if they ever go into detail about an ailment or one of the surgeries being filmed, but the minute they start a shoot that's filming the surgery in the script, they make some insertion related to the character's personal problems. And then they cut to a scene with Christina or the blonde chick with Meredith and the pussy boy flailing about in the floor, or impatient gurneys talking like nonsensical high schoolers. Then, the resolution for each episode lasts up to 15 minutes with some bullshit adult contemporary or indie rock ballad playing over the dialogue, non-stop. Then there's Meredith in the shoot again, coming back from another injection of her morphine, standing in front of Patrick Dempsey's broken brain face like a mannequin, pretending like she's delivering interesting dialogue. At this point, music is still playing. The Asian lady is crying about something retarded, probably because she took a karyotype with positive results. Then you hear a 5-minute monologue from Meredith's actress that amounts to nothing. But if there is something interesting written in one of these monologues, it's ruined by Ellen Pompey's retarded, overly feminine, airhead, well-to-do voice. There's probably something more interesting written on the box of a Snatch Kit at your local Target. Most people with a refined taste in film and television would have been sleeping long before the credits roll. After each episode, there's a preview for the next one, and they are far too overblown for the actual episode to live up to. It's only well-constructed bait, because it's the network producer's only real talent. All in all, the show is tediously bland, story-wise, and is just a poor rip-off of GR from the 90s, but the minute this show hit the air, that show was already in the dumpster. Look elsewhere, if you care to watch a medical or science-centered show, like House. But that show can get very tedious, too.